Shri Ranjith Reddy ji.
Thank you very much, sir, for providing me this opportunity to speak on a very important and crucial bill which impacts the federal structure of this country. And I feel this is a leitmotif of the Honorable Prime Minister of this country, the democratic values of the democracy, which is considered to be the largest in the world. I, on behalf of my party, strongly oppose the bill, lock, stock and barrel. Sir, Abhi, the fight is very open. The discussions are going on since very long. The topic of discussion is what will happen to the Delhi bureaucracy? Whom should they report to? What is their responsibility? Whose accountability is this? Ye dekhe to, my earlier speakers were talking very high about the responsibilities of the National Capital Civil Services Authority, and उन्होंने बोल रही थी हम जवाबदार है पब्लिक के लिए. What has happened to the government elected by the people? No one talks about that. They talk, the Kejriwal government is not doing anything. Let us not talk on all those things. Who was elected to be seated there? That is very important, sir. When the democracy, such a largest democracy, आज का दिन क्या हो रहा सब? जिसकी लाठी है उसकी बैंस है. That is where it is ending up. So when we talk about the responsibilities, हमारे पास एक blockbuster का movie आया था, RRR. So there were two heroic performances by two important heroes, Ramcharan and Rama Rao. This was directed by a sensational director with his creative skills by name Rajmouli. ये 3 hours जितना important है, this is related to this issue also. Because what has happened here, generally in a governance, what happens, the bureaucrats are responsible to the cabinet of ministers and the chief minister. The cabinet of ministers, this is the first hour. The second hour says that the cabinet of ministers and the honorable chief minister are accountable to the state assembly. And the final hour, the state assembly is answerable to the people. So the Oscar-winning movie, because of the dance sequence of Natu between the two heroes, that is what is going to happen in this situation, sir. So it has to be a Natu between the chief minister of Delhi and the home minister, directed by the prime minister. Is that what has to happen, sir? This is what is going to happen now, finally. The earlier speakers were speaking so much about all these things. The people are matured enough to what is happening in the country. We will be happy if the people are matured enough and see what is happening in the country, sir. So finally, the Delhi bureaucracy has to report to whom is very important. If they have to report to the LG, who is not non-elected, or reported to the people elected governance. This is what has to be decided today, sir. Because when the Honorable Home Minister was talking about the convenience of the judgment, he says, "Oh, taro acha padna tha." Acha hi padte, sir. Sab log acha padte. What exactly the opposition is raising? Let them answer for that also. The clause 239AA clearly says, as per the Constitution, the Legislative Assembly shall have the power to make laws whole or part of the NCT. Which is inclusive of what state subject and the concurrent list also. When the services are removed, what will happen, sir? हम तो गठबंधन में पार्ट नहीं होता, होम मिनिस्टर साहब बोल रहे थे. We are not part of गठबंधन. But I am telling you, the center we can understand has overriding powers. But these overriding powers have to be used how, sir? Rationally, ethically, democratically and morally also. How ethically and morally, 100% this is against the 239AA, sir. This is not only applicable to a Delhi governance, sir. It is applicable to all the states where the opposition parties are there. What has happened to Jammu and Kashmir? The unitary, it was reduced to UT because of some other reasons. But elected government was demolished also. So we are not against the ordinances. Ordinances have to be moved. This government has moved 80, they have promulgated 80 ordinances. But no ordinance should violate the fundamental federal and democratic values of the governance, sir. If the bureaucracy has to report it a non-elected person, what should the elected government do? That is finally what is happening here. And as Lekiji was saying, that they have created an authority, National Capital Civil Services Authority. Very good. It is headed by the 3 members. We understand. As the other MPs spoke, it is a matter of the majority. When 2 of them are controlled by the center, what can the Chief Minister do there? And this authority will recommend for the postings, for the transfers, for the disciplinary matters of all the bureaucrats. When the authority can recommend everything and when the LG can take a call on that, what is the role of the authority? What is the role of the chief minister there? It is the LG who decides what exactly has to happen. What is happening? The ordinance is just spoken about and the things are happening in Delhi, sir. The state vigilance minister was saying that. And in some other department also, what is happening? A case was fought.
Thank you.
Sir, 2 minutes, sir. But.
कीजिए
No, no, there are so many authorities.
please.
There are 50 authorities which are controlled by the central government. What is the elected government meant for, sir? All these authorities, let it be water regulatory, transport, tourism, jail board, all these are controlled. And these secretaries have started behaving funnily. They would want to report only to the LG, not to the concerned ministers. If this continues, what will happen, sir? Even there is a wording of Supreme Court also, 2018 and 23, which is against this. They clearly says that the LG does not have any independent decision-making power. So, if we can draw lines wherever we want, and if we don't want the lines to be drawn, what can the government do, sir? No, this is not the way to do. I honorably request the Home Minister to please retrieve this thing and reconsider and withdraw the bill. We on behalf of my party strongly oppose the bill, sir.
Thank you.